I think the schedule last year being more challenging showed our team and our coaches that there's a hill to climb, and to be able to go up and play the best teams across the country on the road, travel comes in, that you got to improve in every area. So it's been encouraging to see this football staff right now start to work on all aspects of the game to get better for this year. You know, I think we've always had this idea of trying to get the best recruiting class possible, but it might have been accentuated by the fact that there's some teams that you play on the road that they can expose your weaknesses a little bit more. And I like the fact that there's more of a sense of, right now, let's go, to get it and turn it around for next year. And I think we address some of those needs with some really good JC recruiting, and that's one of the ways you can do it. But you have to balance high school and JC recruiting. I really didn't intend looking at a particular year to see which would be stronger or weaker, but because it started out where we'd have 2 or 3 in this year, and then 2 and 3 in this year, and then we'd have 4 and 5 the same year. After a while, you start to see some schedules come together. So 14, I could see maybe a year ago saying, this one might be a little bit not quite as strong. But I'm starting to see 15 and 17 as being ones that might be a little bit stronger. But until that schedule is about 80% done, you really can't tell exactly how strong it's going to be. And if it's too far into the future, some teams get weaker and some teams get stronger, and you really can't predict that. I think that a lot of schools are changing, and I think that's, there was a time when everybody ran the wishbone, and then eventually it changed, and someone threw a forward pass. And I think now you'll see a lot of teams going out to spread, open offenses, quick pace, and they've been successful. So I think our coaches and our staff, Bronco, came in and said, let's do this. Let's try to pick up our pace. And there's no guarantee that what we ran for so many years under Coach Edwards was going to work forever. So I'm in favor of doing what we think is best for the personnel we have. I like the things that we did last year on the field offensively, and I like the wrinkles that we're already working on for next year. It's good to be able to have them be able to have a year of work to go back and study and research and compare. Our team, our coaching staff right now is out across the country, stopping in at other schools to study and see what they do on a kind of a reciprocating basis. And it's exciting for me to see and know that our staff is really eager to put some new touches on the offense this year. I think the move that we made back then, for the reasons we did, I think we fulfilled those things. Having exposure across the country and having access to TV stations like ESPN, that's been probably better than I thought. Scheduling has evened out, and it's a little bit easier now to schedule. But you know, the football is hard. We've taken on some challenges, traveling, playing bigger and better teams, maybe back-to-back. The early part of the schedule is hard. The later part of the schedule may be a little bit soft. Those are challenges that we're continuing to work on. But we had to adapt to what was going on around us, and we couldn't really set the tempo at the time. And so we did what we felt was going to be best for the program in the future.